welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be just a low-key, laid-back Black Friday, the month of November haul. These are all the things that I've purchased for the last month or so during the holiday season, let's just say, because there's no longer just Black Friday sales. It goes on for a good 6 weeks or so. So if you like haul videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's just get started going over all this stuff. All right, so first things first, I do just want to say, like, none of this is bragging, hopefully. None of this is like a competition. Everyone has different budgets, and make sure you're sticking to your own budget. Just specialize to you. There's no reason to have to go into debt over any of these things or anything like that. Like, at the end of the day, this is just stuff. But I did go a little overboard in the sense that, like, now I'm a little overwhelmed with everything that's here, and I have been considering for a couple of weeks now on just my 2024 goals, like what does that look like? And there's definitely going to be a low buy involved. I think that I'm going to be doing like a chatty get ready with me, maybe like New Year's Eve or something, and talk about my goals and my plans as far as like spending. And so because of that, I kind of wanted to just do like a last hurrah. Not everything is here, because some things, if you didn't know, I live in France. Some things I sent to Arizona because my mom sometimes goes back and forth to Arizona to visit family a lot more often than I do. And when she does, I kind of take advantage of not having to pay customs. It's a lot less expensive to send things over there. For example, I bought the Endley Rain palette, which was like $88 before using a code. And had I purchased that, I would have had to pay $20 shipping and probably like $25 in customs. So it would have been another just $50 on top of that. And I'm saving that money by sending it to my mom. And she's going mid-January, so I won't get those things until the end of January, but they're not going to count as part of my low buy. I'll go over all those, so this will kind of be like a documentation of everything I'm buying kind of before my low buy starts. I think there's only one more palette that I want to get before the year ends, but I'm pretty much finished. I'm gonna stop just chattering now and get started with this haul. The feedback I've gotten is that you seem to like this more casual, laid back, where I'm on the floor. Personally, I am much more comfortable sitting on the floor for some reason. The school I went to when I was in elementary school, I'm chattering again, we sat on the floor crisscross all day. So that's just kind of what I'm comfortable with. I'm officially gonna get started. One of the first things I picked up was from Glaminatrix. I've really been enjoying their stuff so far. So I did pick up the Fairy Lights palette. And I'm not gonna swatch everything, but I will show you what this looks like. And I would also just love feedback on what you wanna see for my channel first, because there was a ton of stuff here and only so many videos I can do. But this is just a palette full of toppers. I'm very excited. I've been loving Glaminatrix this year, so this will be a really fun one to try out. And then I also heard really good things on their, I forgot what this is called, but they have like a bundle of 6 singles, the Naturals bundle, the Naturals collection, and then they just came out with a volume 2. I got volume 1. And they're all named after animals. I already put them in the compacts and the names on the back so I can't see them, but they're just some really pretty neutral shimmers, which I need in my life like a hole in the head. I am wearing everything from my Project Pan and from my Making Dents collection. Just so you know, it'll be listed down below, but it's always in the description box. And I was just reminded of that because I have like my singles series. So these are really pretty. I really like the compacts too, and they're just so sparkly. Glaminatrix has just like amazing shimmer formula, so I'm really excited to dig into those. And then of course, I think I mentioned this, but I did get the Odin's Eye collab. Where's the last one? Here it is. So I did get all 4 this year and last year. Last year's palettes was when I kind of heard about Odin's Eye. They came on my radar, but those palettes already sold out by then. So I picked up last year's and I picked up this year's because I've really been enjoying Odin's Eye as well. I've tried a lot of brands this year, so that's another reason why I kind of just want to like take a step back and enjoy my collection because it's grown quite a bit in 2023. So I have these palettes. I'm thinking that I'm just gonna do like one video with these because 4 videos will just be overload. And then, oops, I did pick up also the Cosmix Brushes Winter Wonderland. It's hard to resist this because this brand is so affordable and their quality is so great. And honestly, some of the looks that I've been seeing really sold me on this palette. I saw Cole of the Ball. I'll link her channel down below, but I saw her do a look. She did an amazing look. She does amazing eyeshadow looks in general, but this Solstice color, where is it? Winter Solstice, like I need this on my eyeballs. I'm not like a super big blue fan, but we're gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. This might be more January, I'm thinking, since it is more wintry and January is still winter. I am currently freezing. If you hear clicking in the background, it's the radiator goes on and off. I heat my place with a fireplace. If you didn't know, I've mentioned that a few times if you're subscribed, but our fireplace broke and it's cold. It's cold for me who grew up in Arizona. So we're getting by. The guy was supposed to come fix our fireplace this week, but he is sick. And if you know anything, any kind of stereotype about French contractors, I will tell you they're not the quickest to come around. Anyways, next up, I have the 2 palettes from Unearthly here, the Fall Magic and the Sorceress Smoke. I technically did not buy these in November. I bought these in October, but I wanted to talk about them because I also did buy and pre-order, it's still on pre-order, the Unearthly Dreamers palette. So I'm waiting for that to get to me. Again, that's not going to be coming until the end of January for me. So I think that I'm going to do 3 looks, 3 palettes with all these Unearthly ones and do 9 looks in one video just like the Odin's Eye, not have like too many videos. But here's Fall Magic. It is so pretty. I have not tried Unearthly yet, so I'm really excited to dig into these. The Don't Be Jelly palette, I was really interested in, but I ultimately decided like it wasn't my color story. And I'm glad I waited because specifically this Sorceress Smoke looks amazing. And the Dreamer palette. I think my favorite just by color story would be Sorceress Smoke, Dreamer, and then Fall Magic. Here's Sorceress Smoke, but I can't wait to see how their matte formula performs. Their shimmers just always look amazing. So I'm excited to try this new brand to me. And then a few more things. We have a lot here. Like I said, I have all this. I have, let me lift this bucket up, all this. So hang tight, grab a snack. I'm gonna try not to talk too much about everything. I have 2 palettes from Gloss Gods, which I'm also very excited for. You know, these palettes didn't scream to me when I got them like they did online. I would say, you know, Unearthly looked way better when I got it. These I'm still excited to try. So this is First Gal on Jupiter, the Cool Tone story. I ended up picking up 2 of the 4 that are available. And then the second one is First Gal on Mars, which is all shimmers. And Gloss Gods has an amazing shimmer formula as well. So very excited. Again, you know, there was a blue toned one that was similar to this where it was all shimmers. And I decided I didn't need it considering I had Winter Wonderland. And then the other one had mattes and shimmers similar to Jupiter, but it was much more warm toned. So that's why I went with these 2. Part of me wishes I got the blue one just to have it, but the other part of me realizes that I don't have unlimited amounts of money. So next up, this I am excited about. So this eye, really kind of was on the fence, and this is one where I got it and I opened it and it just is so much prettier than I was anticipating. So this is the Simply Posh Cosmetics Cozy Cabin, and it has the plastic on it, but here's what it looks like. I just love the simplicity of this, where you can go down row by row. The pans are removable. Let me see if I can get this plastic off to show better, because that would be much better. And Simply Posh Cosmetics is also a brand that I've been wanting to try for a while here. This, I think, shows the shimmers much, much better. The front of this palette is so cute. I love the theme on it, so did end up picking this one up. Not the cheek palette, just the eyeshadow palette. The cheek palette really didn't interest me, but I'm excited for this one. So let me know if this is still relevant or if I should just not do a video on this. I talked about this in my Will I Buy It, this next one, and I went to go purchase it after I saw it and it was completely sold out. So I went on the mailing list and then I saw that it restocked, and without even thinking, I purchased it. It is the Jennifer Coolidge and e.l.f. collab. It's like a lip kind of set, and it has, this is the first time I'm opening this. It looks like this. So cute. The Dirty Pillows set. So it has a gloss, a lipstick, a mirror, and a lip liner. I do not need more lip products, but I could not resist this collab. Jennifer Coolidge is iconic. So this might be one of the like very, very few boxes that I keep. I normally don't keep stuff like this. I try not to hoard things. Just after moving internationally, you kind of realize the amount of clutter and unnecessary things that you just kind of keep around. So I try not to do that, but this might be one that I just have to keep. Next up, I'm gonna talk about this because it's like taking up a lot of space. I think that's all of them. My biggest order for Black Friday, I think they did 20% off, was from Phytosurgeons. That was actually like my first Black Friday purchase because I think that they did their sale on the 20th and that was it. They've been on my list to purchase for a while, but they don't ship internationally. They are from Canada and they only ship to the US and I think now to Australia, but they do not ship to Europe. So I took advantage. Oops. My mom was there during Thanksgiving. She's going twice pretty much back to back. So I was able to order it and she brought it back to me. And I think I'll do like a full face of Phytosurgeons. So I got the 3 brushes that they kind of recommend to use with their products. We'll see. I'm not like a big brush person, but I decided I wanted to use the tools that they use for their products. So I picked up a highlighter and a bronzer. So this is the highlighter in Divine Daylight. Kind of looks like funky in the pan, but I heard that that's normal. So I picked up this highlight. I picked up a bronzer. And I've only heard good things. This is in Rosy Daybreak, so I think it's, yeah, kind of like more of a cool toned bronzer contour. And then, which of these? Are these all eye things? No, that's blush. Shimmer. Blush. Okay, so I picked up 3 eye ones and 2 blushes. So let me show you the eye ones first. Some of these I opened and looked at, some of these I haven't yet. So this is Starlight Symphony, just a really pretty champagne. And then there's Fractal Freesia. This one I believe is one of their most like famous ones. That's why I picked this one up, one of their best sellers. And then Defiant Dahlia, which is more of a darker bronzy shimmer. So those were the 3 eyeshadows, and then the 2 blushes I have Evaporate, which looks like this. Kind of like a bronzer blush, I think is the one that I wanted. They had 2 new shades. I don't think I picked either of those up. And Condensate. Yeah, this is like more plummy. I don't know if this is gonna suit me. I did really try to look at all the swatches and stuff and do some research on what I really wanted, since this was not going to be something I could return or anything like that. So I really try to make a smart purchasing choice and look at swatches, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do a video trying all that out, so stay tuned for that one. More indie palettes. I have the Lethal Cosmetics Midnight Serenade, I think is what it's called. It doesn't have the name on it on the palette. I already did a video on this. It was the video before this video, so it'll be linked, but you can check that out. My looks with these, I really like this palette. I just don't like that it doesn't have the name of the palette on it anywhere, but this one I really enjoyed. I wanted it so bad that I actually purchased it and checked out quickly before realizing I didn't even put a code in, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. Of course, I had to get the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. You know, I haven't even opened this one yet either. I'm excited. I had my mom pick this up from the Chandler Mall. She went in for me and did like an in-store pickup. So here is what this one looks like. I think this might be the next one I do a video on. I'm really excited for this. I love What's Up Beauty's formula, so I'm really happy to dig into this. Most of these things were like new launches, so I didn't really get a discount on them. But that's the way it is sometimes. This I did get a discount on. I made a purchase with Laura Geller. I think they were doing 40% off site-wide. And I really wanted to get this Wheel of Fortune palette. I know it's silly, but there's something about it I just couldn't get out of my head. I think it's so cute. So here's what it looks like. It's a very basic palette, but really I bought it for the packaging, so I'm not mad at it. If it was like a color story I hated, then I maybe would have skipped on it, but since it's just neutrals, I thought it was cute and it was 40% off, so I'm not mad at it. And then I also picked up from Laura Geller, I saw they had these baked blush and bronzes. So I picked up 2 different shades. We're gonna see how these are. They kind of reminded me of the Bare Mineral bronzers, so I wanted to try it. And I used to really like Laura Geller's stuff in the past. This one is in Ginger Bronze, and the other one is in Earthly Bronze. And this one looks like this. So I'm really happy about these, excited to try them out, see how it goes. Laura Geller, I think they just kind of fell off the map since they got pulled from Ulta and people don't really talk about them anymore, but I think they have nice stuff, so excited to give that a try. And then I actually purchased that first, and then I ended up making an order with Bare Minerals and got the bronzers because I've been wanting them, and I saw that they had this cute little gift set. So this was $36. And it's a $52 value, and it has a blush and bronzer duo. And it had the bronzer, that's just a weird word to say. It had the bronzer that I had on my list. So that's why I ended up getting it, because it basically was like pay $10 more. What discount did I get? Because I did get a discount. I think I got 30% off. So it ended up being like $2 more than if I just bought a bronzer by itself. So the bronzer is the Kiss of Pink, which is not new. We've all seen this, but I haven't tried it yet. So it looks like this. And then it came with a blush, which is Call My Blush. And I think it's just kind of like a neutral pinky color. Nothing too special. I might pass this along. We'll see. Maybe my sister or my sister-in-law would like it. And then I did pick up another bronzer that I kind of had my eye on in Kiss of Spice, because this one's a little bit more bronzy, less blushy. And here's what this one looks like. This one I'm a little bit scared for because I don't usually love something super, super radiant, and this is looking pretty shimmery. So we'll test that out. But that's what I picked up from Bare Minerals. That I did get on like a Black Friday discount. Next up, let's see, there's not too much left in here. So, oh, I think I got this for free. Let me just go over this. This came with my Bare Minerals order. It's a lip gloss in Sincerity. I did not order this, so I must have gotten it as like a free gift. It's just a brownie mauve lip gloss, but I'll use it, so that's fine. Now, a few more orders. I did buy this single from Bobbi Brown, and I think now they like are discontinuing it, which kind of sucks, but this is the shade Incandescent. I've been really wanting this shade because it's like a very, it just fell out of the pan, of course it did. It's like a very shimmery, fiery rose gold, super pretty. And now I have to glue that back in, so that is awesome, good for me. And then 2 more orders. Yep, 2 more orders and then I'm done. Let's go with the less expensive one, which was from Glamlight. So Glamlight was running a lot of different sales throughout that week. I don't remember what I got, 30 or 40% maybe, but I kind of picked up the 2 palettes that I had been eyeing. The first one being the Chucky palette. Out of all the horror collections that dropped, Chucky was definitely the one that really called to me the most. And then I saw my friend Bridget do a video on the Chucky palette, and it really just like pushed me over the edge. I'll have her channel linked down below too. So I ended up getting this one, and also like out of all the IPs, I definitely like Chucky the most. So we're gonna see if this was a mistake, but I'm at least glad that I got it on sale. It's very dark, a little bit intimidating, but maybe we'll make it work. It has some really pretty shimmers, so I'm at least glad I got it on a discount. And then the other one I picked up, I also saw my friend Bridget do a video on, and it sold me on that palette because I want to be just like her. It is the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I didn't want the original. It was like just too neutral for me. So I ended up going with Cookies and Cream. I think this was like $20 after the discount. It was a fairly decent price. And this just has kind of like some neutrals with some blues. So clearly, I guess I don't need that Gloss Gods palette. Here's what it looks like. You know, kind of reminds me of the e.l.f., what is it? The e.l.f. and American Eagle collab. Not exactly, but it's kind of like the same story. I didn't get that palette, so I can't compare it, but excited for this. And then that leaves me with my very last makeup purchase, which was the most expensive, and you'll see why, because I made a Beautylish order and I bought a Sonia G brush. I wanted this brush right when it launched, and I couldn't justify it, so I guess I could justify it now. This is the Sheer Buffer brush, and it's just like a stippling brush. She says that it's good for like cream bronzer, so I'm really excited about this one. I guess I have like a decent collection of Sonia G brushes, but I don't have all of them, even in the slightest. So this is kind of like my first big single brush from them. I don't have too many like face ones. I mostly have the eye ones. And we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm hoping that this becomes like my holy grail staple brush for the price that I paid for it. Just have to wait and see. I've kind of been getting into a little bit more using a brush for cream bronzer. So that's what I'm hoping. Originally though, I went on Beautylish to pick up the new Viseart palettes though. So I have the Cashmere Charmeuse Entendu, which looks like this. And then, oh, I didn't realize that was like that. And then I have the Violette Vespertine Entendu, which is the more purpley one. And that one looks like this. So I'll probably do a video going over both palettes in the same video, just to keep it kind of simple. And that was everything that I have so far. There's only like 2 or 3 things that I haven't gotten yet. I already mentioned the Ensley Reigns, the Unearthly. The other things I purchased that cream kind of pillow blush from M Cosmetics in Peanut. I ordered that because they were doing a sale. I ordered the Estee Lauder Futuristic Serum Foundation, as well as the concealer that I don't have yet. And I believe that that's it. So that's it, as in like, that's it. That's everything that I have. Again, I would really just love your feedback on what you would want to see first, because I don't even know where to start. It's not even like I can do full faces too much other than the Phytosurgeons. So let me know what you would like to see. Winter Wonderland, I'm thinking January. Unearthly for sure is gonna have to be end of January once I get the Dreamer palette. I might do the Odin's Eye around Christmas time, since they are Christmas palettes. Really want to do Glaminatrix. I'm excited. I'm just excited for all of it. Like, I mean, I bought it because I wanted it. So I want to try all of it, and I'd love to know what you want to see first, but that's where I'm going to leave you. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Let me know down below what you picked up for Black Friday, if you're on a no-buy, if you're just kind of trying to cut back on spending. Any of those is totally fine, but I'd love to hear your opinions, and that's where I'm going to leave you. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.